Oh, good morning. So you want to make a great cup of coffee at home, but you feel intimidated because you're not sure if you can brew something at home that's going to measure up to the quality of what you experience when you're handed a cup of coffee inside a Vagrant cafe. Well, I have good news for you. We're going to teach you how to make one that's great. That'll blow the socks off your grandma. That'll make them go on a second date with you. We're going to teach you how to brew some real good bean water. So real quick, what does it take? First and foremost, good ingredients. That means get quality beans. Stop going to the back corner of your grocery store and buying your grandpa's $2 can of pre-ground coffee when you can get a Guatemalan or a Nomad or who knows what you want to drink from Vagrant. We've got them. They're for you. Once you have a good bean, what comes next? You grind that John. And you can grind it either at home using your own grinder. In most cases, the grinder is going to have settings on it to help you delineate how much you should grind and at what size the grind should be based on the type of coffee you're going to make. But if you don't have a grinder at home, that's okay. When you buy your beans, you can say, hey, can you grind this for me? And we'll ask you, well, what do you plan on making it in? A Mr. Coffee drip maker? Are you going to make a pour over like we're about to do? A French press? And we will grind it so that it's done correctly for you. So you've got your beans, you've ground them up. What did they go into? This is a number 4 conical filter that I've already put my ground beans into. Now, if you're a coffee geek and you're going well, Micah, you didn't talk about the amount of grind that you should put in that for how much water you're gonna use. If that's the level you're at, this video is not even for you. So scroll on to whatever comes next, okay? But if you are interested in that, let's find out together. Hey Siri, how much ground coffee should I use per ounce of water in a pour over? Bingo! It's 6 ounces of fresh water to 2 tablespoons of ground coffee, roughly. You can measure that out, and what you can do, which we're not going to do today because I'm lazy, is you can use a scale to actually measure out the amount of coffee that you are using versus the amount of water that you're using. So you've got your coffee ground, you've got it put in a number 4 conical filter, you've got it put in your dripper that you can find on Amazon, at the home goods section of Target, or maybe even in your cupboard because you already got one a long time ago when you thought you were going to start making coffee. Drop it on top of a piece of glass. Next, it goes onto your scale if you want to geek out about it. If you don't, that's fine too. Just pour. I promise it's still going to be good. Hot water. Don't know how hot it should be? And this kettle doesn't give you an option for how hot to make the water. It's just a simple on-off switch, and when this pops, that means your water is ready. Some of y'all are going to geek out and you're going to buy a pot that actually tells you exact temperature, and that's okay. And if you want to know the exact temperature, let's find out. Hey Siri, how hot should your water be when you're brewing coffee? Oh, 195 to 205. Well, there you go. Thank you, Internet. You've got your grinds in your filter, on your dripper, on your glass, on your scale. Let's get Breaking Bad and Heisenberg this stuff. Start pouring in the dead center with a slight little swirl motion just to make sure all your beans are saturated, and give it a moment. Look at that beautiful bean juice. And that's it. We've got some coffee that is ready for consumption. Boop, 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 boop. Most important part, give it a sniff. That's some good stuff. Second most important part, make sure you gram that. Oh, got it. Phone sips first, baby. And then, enjoy. And that is how you make great coffee at home. Have a good day.